Okay, back over there, go on. Today I started working on the chicken coop roof with our plastic, I think it's Tough Tex plastic roofing, see-through roofing, so the chickens can get a little light in there and still stay dry. And I'm by myself, so it could be a little tricky, but I have to attach the roof panels to the roof and then slide it back because there's another overhang roof that comes out, and I won't be able to attach the roofing if I have the frame built. So let's see how this goes. You know, it's always cool, and maybe it's just me, but it's always cool when you can use something with just materials laying around, especially materials from nature, like these big old branches. Made that tripod, held up the roof for me while I worked on the back, and now I'm waiting. I'm not going to cinch it down or screw it down right now because I need to get more of this trim here, the flashing, so I can do flashing along the side and then along the back. The next thing on the coop I want to work on is this window. There's one on each side, and excuse me, and we planned on putting in a real window in the front of the coop, but we were talking about it this weekend and we came up with the idea of cutting some plexiglass that I got for free and cutting a piece that'll fit in here, so in the winter time we can slap that plexiglass in there. It'll keep the cold air from rushing in there, keep the wind from rushing in, but it'll let some light in, and then we can just take it out at night and close the door again and probably put a little handle on it. So I hope I have a piece of plexiglass that long. I think it is. Let's check it out. Okay, so I had this piece in the magical shed, but boy, this is going to be close. So it's a little small, but I think if I build a frame around that thing, then it'll probably fit. I went with 2x2s on the plexiglass, and I didn't put any on the bottom because you kind of have to slide the plexiglass under the hinges for the door. So slide that in, push it in, and it's not pretty, but it'll work. And I even I cracked a little piece here trying to screw in a screw. I didn't drill the hole big enough, so it just blew it out. And then I have these little eye hooks on both sides to grab the window out. So now I'll just make one for the other side, and that should be it for the coop. Okay, and here's the other window. So needs to be cleaned up a little, but that'll work. The other news we have is Dottie is actually Doug. There's Doug. Dottie is a rooster, and he's been crowing in the morning, and he's been attacking the girls. I think he's trying to get some love, but I don't think they're really old enough to accept him right now. They don't. I saw a video where you can put your hand on the chicken and they'll kind of crouch down and assume the position, and I think our girls are a little too young, but the rooster, he's getting pretty feisty. The other thing we discovered is our other Americana here, Mabel, just a beautiful chicken. She's hiding there. She is actually a he also, we're pretty sure. So we're thinking we got 2 roosters, and we're not really sure what we're gonna do about that. We got chickens for egg production. We didn't want a rooster because we don't really have a big property to let the girls run around, and they don't need protection. We don't want to have more chicks because we just don't have that much room. So we're really not sure what we're gonna do. You know, we could try giving them away. We don't really know anybody that we trust that's looking for a rooster, and then if you put it on Craigslist, somebody's just going to eat the chicken or use it for cockfighting or something crazy. So we are possibly in the future going to cull the rooster, and we would eat Doug, which is sounds crazy, but you know, we got money invested. We know what we've been feeding him. We're going to raise meat chickens soon. It'd be a good experience learning on Dottie/Doug, but boy, what a tough one to learn on, because it's pretty much like our pet. So I think it's going to be a pretty emotional thing if we have to do it. So I realize to some people that's going to sound really messed up, and maybe we'll get some nasty comments, but the reality is we're raising chickens for food, for eggs. If they're not putting out eggs, we really can't afford to just feed a rooster. And it's just a tough situation. So I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be terrible. It's killing us to even consider it, but it's kind of the reality of doing the modern day homestead and wanting to know where your food comes from. Well, here it is. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. This is Jay, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.